I had fibromyalgia. I still do, but the symptoms are just vastly less. Just complete exhaustion all the time, a lot like candy. Isn't the day over at 1? Good Lord, just really feeling the need to lie down. The pain was just so excruciating in my knees, like I couldn't even touch my knees. All of my joints were just really swollen. The sleep was just terrible. I never felt rested. I had a cataract that was forming. One of the things that was really a problem was a lesion. It was like the size of a pencil eraser, and it was here on my shoulder. And within 3 months, I was told it absolutely had to be removed. And within 3 months, it was completely gone. And they just could not believe it. Um, I took a serious fall last April and I broke plexiglass. There was a mat that was bunched up and I turned to open the door. And when I turned around, I just completely went down. And the patches, I mean, I never took opioids, but I came to find out that the plexiglass had been broken from that fall and they replaced it. Um, then I had an incident where I almost died last October. Just the systems just failed for like no reason. It was just a very bizarre situation. And recently I just broke my foot. I spent literally thousands of dollars on trying to get well, everything out there, bring it on, not medical because medical stuff didn't work, but all the alternative things, PRP, a lot of money. And then my friend, Cindy Hershey Stofko, who had rheumatoid arthritis, she shared on Facebook that she was hiking and dancing. I
Wow.
mean, when I saw the woman, I mean, she was a cheerleader in high school. She was always had a great figure, always active. And when I saw her, she was using a cane and had 2 hip replacements. And I mean, I was like, her life sucks. She was on disability. I mean, it was just terrible. And you could see the pain, and she was slated for 2 knee replacements. And she posted this, and I'm like, she's riding a bike. Are you kidding me? So I called her immediately and she hooked me up. I said, I'm in, man. If it did this for you, bring it on, baby. So I started with X39, the glutathione, the Eon, and the Silent Nights. And within 3 weeks, I saw such a significant reduction in this, thing that was on my shoulder. It hurt so much. I mean, it really was bad. It was like festering. It was horrible. And now you can't even see it. So I started sleeping better. Um, with the other thing is the cataract is now gone. It was forming, and the doctor, she kept looking. I'm like, what are you looking for? And she goes, that cataract that was forming is gone. And I'm like, oh my God. She goes, I have never personally seen this. And I've been seeing her like 15 years. And she goes, I don't know what this is. So that was awesome. My energy level has improved on an incredible level. Um, I swam an hour and 45 minutes on Saturday morning, an hour and a half Sunday, and I broke this foot about 5 weeks ago, and it's healing on an impressive level. I didn't wear a boot. I didn't wear one of those crap shoes. They killed me. They were worse than the broken foot, but they said it's a very good healing fracture. As soon as it happened, I put the ice wave on, and within 4 hours, the pain was like non-existent. I mean, I took a few Aleve. That's it. I never accepted the opioids or anything, but everything is on the mend. The thyroid issue happened in, I would say, about the last, well, 8 months. And I had to think about the timeline on that. My thyroid was completely non-functioning. This happened when I almost died. And the doctor, he actually said he felt that the patches were what saved my life, was the only difference that he could imagine that from me and other people, because he knew my lifestyle, that, I was a vegan, I swam every day, meditated. But he said the only thing that he could see that he knew of, because he uses the patches too, was the patches. So he felt that was important. My thyroid is now better than normal. So, I think the SP6, I put extra X39 on my foot, on the bottom of my foot. Plus, I'll put it the back of my neck, whatever. But I did use extra X39. So I would not be without these patches no matter what, for sure. They just completely changed my life and my family, my friends. So kudos.
Wow, Catherine, that's just a list. Like Candy had just so many different things that you've experienced. Doctors can't explain it right. They can't even believe it. Cataract's gone, pain's gone, thyroid issue, check all the things off that were, isn't that right? Like you said, all the things we talked about today were just your disbelief also that something was, this phototherapy patch and several different ones of them
Yeah.
to help restore. Yes, yeah, and SP6, absolutely. Well,
Will you
thank
list
you for sharing.
again? Will you list again, Catherine, one more time the patches that you're
Sure.
using?
Well, initially, I started with X39, glutathione, Eon, and Silent Nights. Those are the ones that I started with. And then probably a month later, I went with all of them, including the Nirvana. I love the Shine On too. That is a really good one too. So, but I use them all except the Ice Wave. I just use as needed. So, but I use all of them.
Okay.
That's
And
wonderful.
it's been asked, how long have you been patching again? When did you start?
Since October of 2022. So a year and a
Fantastic.
half.